May marks the start of the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, a celebration of Asians and Pacific Islanders in the United States.
Now 4 years strong, we've seen Milwaukee-based group Elevation grow. It's bringing awareness to the community. And Mainza May Tao, one of the founders, joins us now. And I appreciate you being with us this afternoon. Thank you very much, Mainza.
Thank you for having me on.
Can you tell us what some of the things that you're planning to do this year and to keep people interested and invested, because it isn't the best time to celebrate anything these days, let's face it?
You know, unfortunately, this year we actually had an event planned in the works, but because of the pandemic, we've had to cancel it. However, what we have decided to do is go back to utilizing our social media platform, which is how Elevation first started during Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. And so intentionally this year we are focusing on Asian American history, the lessons learned from our history here in the US, as well as all of our advocates and champions throughout the years, and truly highlighting them to really educate and raise awareness around the anti-Asian sentiments that have grown out of this pandemic. So really just trying to utilize social media at this point until we can all gather physically together again.
Yeah, we're all learning this new term, Zoom, and how to do Zoom interviews. But Mainza, give me a sense of history is always important. What are some of the lessons here that we may not know about that we need to learn?
Thank you. That is such a great question. You know, I'm often reminded in my undergrad years, I was fortunate to have wonderful Asian American professors who taught Asian American studies. And time and again throughout the Asian American history, Asian Americans are often used in a sense to be that community of color that's used to pit one group against the other. And there's this myth about Asian Americans where the model minorities, and that's how we're used to pit one group of community against the other. And so it's learning from these lessons in the past about the stigmatism that comes with instances such as this, when there is a pandemic or when there's an economic downturn in the nation. Where does that blame get shifted? It gets shifted to communities of color. And that has happened over and over again in the Asian American history as well. So what lessons do we learn to write that history so that we can overcome these difficult and challenging times so that we can become the nation that I think all of us wish us to be?
Yeah, you raise a very good point. And, we're going to continue these discussions throughout the month. And mine's, the best part is that we have to remember we're all Americans, and there's no one size fits all for any group, no matter what color, religion, or ethnicity you really are.
That is right. And, that is especially one of the goals of our social media campaign, too, is to understand that Asian Americans, we are very diverse within this group. This umbrella group is what I always say. We are very diverse with very different cultures and cultural norms and practices. And we cannot all be lumped together. And there is uniqueness to each and every single one of us.
And that is the beauty of America. Mainza Tao, thank you very much for being with us on Live at 4. You can find more information by going to our website, tmj4.com. All you have to do is head to the links section. There you're going to find a link to the Hmong Chamber of Commerce.